When my dad was born, there was 1.6 billion people on the planet. When I was born, there was 3. There's now 8, and we're heading towards 11. What does that mean for the rest of of nature? So I'm 64 years of age. That circle represents all of the wildlife that was on the planet when I was born, just 64 years ago. And in that time, with the 8 billion of us that are now there, with all the food, wood, transport, housing that we have to provide for them, we have destroyed 70% of nature.
And what would you say?
In one generation. And I just think, Eamon, there's a moral issue here. Every single child in an industrial country like ours is around 500 tons of carbon over their lifetime. That's equivalent of 1,000 years of electricity for a household. So each child has an impact. And what we're saying is 1 is great, 2 is plenty, and 3 is selfish. A family that wrote in the Daily Mail that she's having 3 kids, and she was saying they go to... they fly every year to Canada. So every extra child is 2.6 tons a flight. So that one child taking 1 flight for every year will be the equivalent of 10 houses worth of electricity. You turn off everything in a house for 10 years for that 1 flight for that child.
But Donica, just to say, have fewer children doesn't mean that the people who don't have kids aren't committing climate crimes. A lot of people I know that don't have kids have 1 or more dogs, and the carbon footprint of a dog, for example, is, I believe, worse than a 4x4 Range Rover.
Don't be stupid.
I
highest it.
Well, because Donica's probably more equipped to explain that, but I believe it's got a high carbon footprint.
One of the problems with large dogs is that they eat a lot of meat, and meat has got very high carbon footprint.